Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're here to react to Itzy WANNABE stage outfits. I love Itzy. I constantly have WANNABE and Not Shy on repeat all the time. So I'm super excited to get stuck right into these looks. If you're new to Fashion Expert Reviews, let me explain how it works. I've got 4 stage performances from Itzy WANNABE, and I'm going to go through, talk about the overall concept, what I think of the looks, references, silhouettes, much more. And then I'm going to rate the overall concept and the overall looks out of 10. And today I'm going to rate the looks out of 10 yellow hearts. So the first performance is from the KBS Song Festival on the 18th of December 2020. This is a more recent performance. I know the song came out back in March 2020, but how could I not start with these looks? White, embellished, bejeweled. You know I'm so here for that shit. I feel like this concept doesn't really relate back to the MV at all, but it's really interesting to see how the looks have evolved from that first comeback, all of the performances up until now. I think wearing all white is super smart because they're surrounded by dancers on stage who are wearing all black, and then you've also got the visuals behind them that are these bright, bold colours. So the white is going to contrast against both, and it's going to make the members of Itzy stand out. All of these looks are iconic. Bejeweled, white, tailoring, you know I love it. But these are my favourite 3. Eugene is wearing this white bolero jacket that is heavily jeweled on the shoulders. When she does that shoulder move at the start, can you just imagine how heavy this jacket must be? It must weigh a fucking ton. What I think is really interesting is when you first see this, you think it's the jacket with the bejeweled shoulders, and then she's got this body harness over the top, but you can see that the shoulder pieces attach into the neck, and then that chain going down the body and over the hips. It's all one piece. So those pieces must fasten up around the back of her neck somehow and fasten together, because if it was a body harness all linked and the shoulder pieces were a part of it, when she's moving her shoulders and she's dancing, it's going to be flapping around everywhere. It would drive you insane as a performer. So it's all been attached, and I think the way that they've done it is just so smart. I feel like I say this in every video, but what's so nice about Eugene's look is the fact she's got these pieces of like the jewels on the shoulders like dangling off, they're free. So when she does that shoulder move, when she moves throughout the whole performance, it's like adding to the choreography, it's enhancing it, it's enhancing all of those movements. Underneath, it looks like Eugene's wearing a white waistcoat with silver buttons, so all of the metal and jewels in the look is tying together. And then she's got a pair of really short shorts. It works with the look. And looking at all of the other members' looks, to me it looks like they're all wearing the same cut of short and also the same boots. Those white boots up to the knee with that black sole, so it contrasts against all of the white. Such a great way to style these looks. My second favourite look is Yeji. I feel like it's a very similar look to Eugene, but when you look at the details of it, it's actually very different. On Yeji's jacket, it's the same kind of cropped bolero jacket, but all of her embellishment comes around the collar, and then this second panel here coming down the jacket in these 2 like straight lines, and then she's got that beautiful embellishment around the cuff. It looks so good. And then she's got an actual piece of like body harness jewelry that is worn underneath. It's not attached like Eugene's. It also looks like Yeji's body harness is made out of pearls. And I like the fact that they've kept her outfit underneath more low-key as well. She's got that white crop top, those same white shorts, so it lets the jacket, the body harness, do all of the work, all of the talking, as it should do. The way these looks shine and glimmer under the lights, it's just, I'm a magpie. I've realized from doing these videos, I'm a magpie, like BTS, Stray Kids. Every single look that's got like some kind of like glisten to it, I'm like, oh, it's my favorite. My third favorite has to be Yuna. Yuna is wearing a tailcoat. A tailcoat. A fucking tailcoat. How extra, how iconic. When do you ever see women in tailcoats? It's very like traditional men's tailoring. Like men get married in tailcoats. Like I love it, taking something that's so like traditionally menswear and they've made it this beautiful, extravagant women's wear piece of all of like the bejeweled embellishment. Love. Looking at Yuna's look, I feel like her look has the most amount of bling, but to me, that makes sense because she's wearing this extravagant tailcoat, and that in itself is such a statement. I feel like they've definitely done her right by not like loading her up with loads and loads of bling, especially because if she's moving, she's got the movement of the tails of the tailcoat. We can see that on Yuna's tailcoat, the embellishment is on the shoulders. The shoulders look so structured, so strong, and they're really enhancing like the strength of that shoulder. There's also embellishment around the cuffs, like just the cuffs. And then on the right-hand panel of like the short front piece, I think it's so effective. Underneath the tailcoat, we've got this high neck crop top, and it's nice to see different textures of fabric here. The fabric above her bust is sheer, and it helps like break up all of the white, different textures. I always go on about this. If you're wearing the same color, go for different textures. Like how I am right now. Over this cropped high neck top, Yuna's got a body harness on. Again, it's a bit more simple than the other members, but it really, really works. And then she's got those high-waisted white shorts and the same white boots with the black soles. I just think the looks from this performance, they're elevated, and it's nice to see that months on from when this song came out, the looks have grown and grown and grown. It's just, I love it. Like, it's like the evolution of Itzy WANNABE. I'm gonna give the KBS Song Festival performance 10 yellow hearts. Flawless, white tailoring, embellishment. I don't need to say anything else. One of the things I really love about Itzy's style is I feel like they're either incredibly glam, like we've seen in the first performance, it's so extra, or they're very contemporary. They wear a lot of really cool streetwear, it's urban, and they're dressing how a lot of young women would love to dress. Like the looks are very like Instagrammable. Like if you saw someone walking down the street in these looks, you would be like, you're fucking cool. Do you know what I mean? Like that vibe. And I just rate it so much. I think the concept of the M Countdown episode 658 performance is spot on. It's relating back to the MV in that sense of like the grunginess, the rebellion like vibe that's going on, but the looks are monochromatic. They're streetwear, they're cool, but the vibe of them matches perfectly with the MV, so top points for that. The first outfit I want to start with from this performance is Chaeyoung. The silhouette is so cool. I love this silhouette. It's like feminine, voluminous, but she still looks so snatched. You know what I mean? Like the volume at the legs, the volume at the sleeves, but she still has this really snatched silhouette. It's so fantastic. What I love about the top is how we've got these puff sleeves and the square neckline with that lace detail going down the bust. Very, very feminine. And then we've got these white jogging bottoms, trackies, tracksuit bottoms, whatever you call them, where you're from. And they've given her this really cool shape. You can see that there are cords at different points down the legs to create those like voluminous kind of like bubbles. It's really cool. It could be like ties. It could be more of like a bungee cord with like a stopper on it. I just think it's really sick, and it gives her this really cool silhouette. And I like the fact they've paired it with a white boot. It also would have looked really great with white socks, white sneakers, but I like the fact they've gone down the boot route. What's really nice about this as well is the jewelry that they've gone for. They've gone for that choker and the statement earrings, so it's not interfering with the neckline. I think if you're going for a statement neckline or something that's low plunging, don't go for like loads of necklaces or like something that's going to distract from that neckline, because that is part of the statement of the outfit. So really great styling on this one, like top points. Next up is Yeji in this really sick tracksuit. It's giving me Palm Angels vibes. Palm Angels is a really expensive streetwear brand, and I think across the top it says City of Angels. It's been distorted, so that's why I'm getting like Palm Angels. It also looks like a font that they use on their clothing. I just think it's fantastic. Like, she just looks cool. Like, exactly like, do you know what I mean? If you saw her on the street, you'll be like, you're fucking cool. It's very like Instagram. It's very streetwear, contemporary, urban. How many words do I need to throw in to basically say that Yeji is cool as fuck? I think this is a great silhouette on her, having that cropped oversized hoodie, and it has all of that lacing detail again. Here I go with that, like, it's giving her great movement, the choreography, comment. But it does, you know it does. You can see that it does. What's also really fantastic about this is that she's got those white joggers that are coming up right to the waist, but then she's got that really cool like patch pocket detail on the top of her thighs. It really makes me think of Stray Kids God's Menu when you had Bang Chan in that first performance in the yellow overalls. Ooh, the same pocket detail. Do I see like a pocket trend coming? Looking at Yeji's shoes, they kind of look like a Converse, but I can't see any Converse branding. So I don't know if they're maybe like a Rick Owens style. I really doubt there would be like an unbranded pair of sneakers. I'm not really sure, but they have that kind of like high top Converse vibe about them. So, you know, if you want to recreate this, just get your black Converse out. Finally, we have Eugene. Again, I think this is a very contemporary, cool outfit that a lot of young women would want to wear, that they do wear, that you would see on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? Like, Itzy are just fucking cool. What I really love is how she's got that cropped long sleeve mesh top with that white stitching. Might have inspired me to put on my black sheer top with the white stitching. Maybe just a little bit. I really love sheer layering, sheer and solid. It just has such a fantastic effect. And I love the fact that they've put this sheer crop top, long sleeve over this little marine set white crop top. Looking at it now, actually, I think it's more of like a boob tube style. I don't see any straps. If you see anything with a crescent moon on it, any kind of direction, most of the time the crescent moon's going down like this. It is a brand called Marine Serre. Again, another really expensive brand that is known in streetwear. I really like the fact that this outfit has been styled with those high-waisted tracksuit bottoms. It gives her such a fantastic silhouette, really long legs, snatching her in at the waist, and then that little crop top. It's just such a good silhouette in women's wear. Again, you can see that there's like patch pocket details on the thighs. These tracksuit bottoms are giving me more of like a cargo pant vibe, which I really, really like. And then we can see that they're tucked into white socks and have been finished with white trainers. It's just cool. She looks edgy. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and give the M Countdown episode 658 performance 9 yellow hearts. Sheer layers over solid layers. It's black and white, it's edgy, it's cool. It's got this like rebellious, like grungy vibe to it that relates back to the MV. It is perfection. Next up, we've got the Music Bank performance from the 27th of March. What I really like about these looks is that it makes me think of that scene in the MV where Reggie's on her night out, she's having a great time, she's slipping her hair about, she's feeling her oats. To me, these looks are an extension of that scene. If all of these members are in that scene again, it's giving me like a night out vibe. Again, edgy, it's cool, it's what young women would want to wear or do wear out. What I like about these performances of Wannabe is that Itzy are wearing clothes that could be worn in real life. Yeah, if you wore this in your real life, it's gonna be a bold as look, a head-turning look. People are gonna look at you. But do you know what I mean? You could wear this on a night out. So first up is Yeji. I love this look. I can imagine someone wearing this out in East London. It's very like cool girl vibes. The PVC, that grungy band t-shirt is giving me like kind of like Sex Pistols vibes. The bright colors, I think it's giving me Sex Pistols because it's like kind of looks like there's this Union Jack motif. It's the bold red, the bold blue, the white. It looks like there's some kind of like graphic going across it. Do you know? Like it's giving me like grunge. Love. And then it's been paired with these high-waisted red PVC shorts, a very short short. It just works so well, and like the textures really contrast with the top and the short. And then it's been paired with these black knee-high combat boots. So fantastic. The next look I love is Leah. She's in this monochromatic look, the white crop blazer, the black little t-shirt underneath, and then those black PVC high-waisted trousers with the slit at the knee. I love this because everyone else is on stage in bright, bright colors. And here is Leah in this monochromatic moment. It just literally makes me think of like, she's that person that's like, I'm having a party, everyone has to wear black, and then she comes downstairs in like a red ball gown. She was just like, not me. Like, that's just the vibe I get. You can imagine her being like, no, I'm not wearing color. I've got this black and white look. It's very understated. I love it. But like, where everyone else is in color and she's in black and white, my eye just goes to her. I'm like, oh, what happened there? I'm so here for it. It's like sassy vibes. What I really like about this outfit, again, is the silhouette. It's giving her the silhouette of really long legs coming in at the waist, and then that bolero jacket gives her this really like structured, like strong upper body. And then I like the fact that they've paired it with white and black Dr. Martens, it would have been so easy to go for a black boot. But where she's got the white on top and then the white on her feet, it really balances out the colors of the outfit. And I actually do this a lot myself. If I'm wearing like a white top with a blazer over the top, I'll wear white trainers, because where I've got the white vest and the white trainers, it balances out. And again, if I'm wearing a black vest, I'll wear black shoes. Tip of the day. Next up, we have Eugene. When I first saw this, I couldn't really work out what her trousers were. I thought they were this like really cool but strange, like opaque and sheer, like tight and short, because at first I thought it was like, is that flesh? Like, what is it? But looking closely, it's a pair of jeans that have this kind of like orange wash dye effect going down the middle of them. I think it's really, really sick, and it really ties into that cropped snakeskin shirt in purple and orange. Again, like I've said, these looks are bold, like color on a night out. This is a vibe. What's really nice about this shirt as well is, to me, it kind of looks like a men's shirt that's been cut. It has a very like standard collar and full, but then the sleeves look very boxy. The shape of it, even though it's been cropped, looks very boxy. And then underneath you've got the black crop top and the black choker, which tie really nicely together. And then what's nice about that like orange dye on the jean is that it's obviously not as bold as the shirt, but it's the same kind of tone. It's just not as saturated, so it ties in together really well. Eugene's look's then been finished with knee-high black combat boots, and then it looks like there's this little like W keychain on her belt loop. I think it's really cute. You know, we're singing Wannabe. It's just cute. I'm gonna give the Music Bank performance on the 27th of March 8 yellow hearts. I love these looks, but for me, they're not as cohesive, where Leah is in that monochromatic look, and then the rest of the group are in these really like bold night out looks. So for me, it's just not as cohesive. Finally, we've got the Music Bank performance from the 3rd of April. What I love about this performance is these are looks that we've not seen before, and I feel like these looks aren't very typical of Itzy either. We've got these really cool tailored grey suits, and let's be honest, who at the moment isn't wearing wide leg trousers, an oversized blazer, a cool suit? It's very on trend. And again, like streetwear vibes. The way these suits have been styled is very streetwear. It's very much what you'd see on Instagram. Like, it's just so contemporary and cool. I like the concept of these looks because they kind of tie back into the MV where Chaeyoung is kind of serving us up that like school uniform vibe look, and then she's being chased by the drones. I feel like this, it ties back into it, but it's not like the same thing, if that makes sense. So before we get into the looks, I only like 4 of these looks. It is Chaeyoung's that I don't like, and I feel bad saying it because I do think she's really amazing, but we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So my first favorite look is Yeji. Sorry, she's my bias, but I love her look. So Yeji is wearing this cropped SB4 single-breasted with 4-button jacket, and I think it's really interesting to see that they've included like the pocket flaps of the jacket right at the hem. I think it gives it this really cool effect. Like, they didn't need to put that on. There's obviously not a working pocket on these jackets because they would literally be like an inch big, but it's just an added detail, and it's like quite a traditional like tailoring detail as well. So I think that's really nice that they've put it on there. Her jacket looks probably like it's collarless. I can't really tell where she's got that shirt collar that goes over the top, but where she's got the shirt collar that goes over the top, it would make more sense for the jacket to be collarless. I like the fact she's got the white shirt. Again, it's taking stuff that's traditionally menswear and making it women's wear. So they've cropped her white shirt. It's laid over this white crop top. She's got the black choker, and then she's got the high-waisted, really wide leg grey trousers paired with those white sneakers. Again, the color balance, like I said, white top, white sneakers, it just works. Her look, as usual for me, is screaming like contemporary streetwear. This is very contemporary tailoring, like such a contemporary way to style tailoring. And I feel like if you go scrolling on Instagram, you're gonna see so many people styled like this as well. My next favorite look has to be Yuna. She is in this cropped single-breasted 5-button SB5 jacket, and it looks like it has a reverse notch lapel. A notch lapel is when your lapel piece is the same width as your collar piece, but imagine it basically just being flipped over so you get this shape here. Again, Yuna's jacket has that pocket flap detail. I like the fact that they've added it, but it's not practical at all. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be a real pocket. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you buy a coat and they put fake pockets in it, and you're like, why? This jacket has then been styled over this strapless black, white and red Moschino top. It's got the logo on it, it's bold. So I like the fact that they've styled her look with this. It's different from the other members, but it's tying into that color palette of like the gray, the black, the red, the white. It's really clever. Yuna has then got the same high-waisted wide leg grey trousers, but hers have been styled with this chain going around the right hip, and then she's got red sneakers to finish it off, again tying into that red of the top. So again, the colours are balanced out. So onto Chaeyoung. I really like the bottom half of her outfit. She's got those wide leg grey trousers, the trainers, but I feel like she's been done dirty with that top half. I strongly dislike the top half. And what it is for me is Chaeyoung has got the white shirt with the black crop top over the top. It's fine. That's not what really gets me. To me, it doesn't look right. But for me, it's the tie. The tie does not work. And it's the fact the tie has been stitched down on that black crop top, so you can only see like the end of it moving when she dances. And I know why they've done it, because you know what I mean, like the choreography is fast, it's pacey, it's energetic, so that tie is going to be flying all over the gaff. But the fact they've only stitched like half of it down, and then you've just got the tongue going like this, it's just not right. It also really reminds me of like the early 2000s, the early noughties, when there was that trend to like wear ties with white shirts and like wear it over things. Do you remember like Busted, that band? And they would all be like wearing like scruffy white shirts with that like tie. Like it just reminds me of that. It's not for me. And everyone else has these really like sick tailored looks. And then you've got Leah in that cute crop top, again tying into that color palette. So I don't understand here why they couldn't have just gone for like a red crop top with like an oversized grey blazer, or even if they gave her like an oversized blazer and then used that tie as a belt to snatch her in at the waist, it would have been so much more contemporary and cool. I just feel like she's been dealt a bad card with the top half of that outfit, and I feel so bad saying it because I really rate her, but I'm going to give the Music Bank performance from the 3rd of April 2020 7 yellow hearts. I really like the looks, I really like the concept, but it's just Chaeyoung's tie, it just throws me off, and I feel like the stylist, they gave her a bad card, so I'm sorry, Chaeyoung. I'm sorry. Please let me know in the comments what your favourite performance looks are. Mine have to be the first one, the KBS Song Festival, you know, white tailoring, glittery, embellished goodness, right up my street. But what you should do next is check out my Stray Kids God's Menu stage outfits review. I'll leave a little card up here for you guys. But thank you so much for watching, and a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. You are amazing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.